What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Tasty Tuesday and Tasty Loot Game, the show where we talk about gaming news. My name's Seth.
I'm Josh.
I'm Chevy.
And on this episode, we have 4 topics to talk about, so let's get into it.
Our first topic today is reportedly in the game No Man's Sky, which we've talked a lot about. Your discoveries that you're making on like your first planet, stuff like that. People have gone back to their first home systems and have found their plant life and their animals, their discoveries gone. They don't know if they didn't know if it was a server issue, if it was anything like that to begin with. What they did find a workaround, but what was your initial thought?
A workaround?
Yeah. It is confirmed now. I did a little more research.
Oh, it's confirmed?
It's confirmed that it's deleting. But if you re-download the game, they show back up.
Okay. Just to clarify, too, we've been kind of finding out a lot of different information on this, researching it, so it's still kind of a little confusing. I believe it, that's happening anyway. I've experienced multiple times on the same planet. Anytime I log in again, I have to rediscover things again, and that's just on one planet. It kind of makes sense on a memory level of deleting all that info, but at the same time, I mean, that is another thing they promised to have in the game, and pretty much the selling point of the fun game, and it not being true, only hurts it even more.
I mean, did they not think anybody was going to go backwards? I mean,
well, they also said early on you could play the whole game on one planet. So I mean, there's a lot of ways that could get caught with that, pretty early on. I don't know. It's ridiculous.
No Man's Sky itself's been pretty botched.
Yeah.
And
I don't want to do a whole episode on that.
That being said, I don't think it's a bad game, but there's a lot of fucking weird shit that's going on with this game. That Hello Games has literally alleviated none of the fucking...
Well, let's not get into that real quick. Yeah. What's your opinions on this?
I'm pretty sure I just read right before we even started recording this that issue doesn't exist. That they were just mistaken. That there was some catch-up or server catch-up or something happened, but his stuff showed back up.
Yeah, after he re-downloaded the game, he had to actually uninstall and re-download it, and then that's what they were thinking is it was like a cache issue.
Let's say it wouldn't be a server-side problem then, so it wouldn't be an issue there. It'd just be the save file.
I was about to say it's happened to me twice, and I haven't even left my that planet that it happened on.
Kind of, it makes you it makes you wonder if they rediscovered it and then renamed it and re-uploaded it, does that take precedence? Or does that just not matter anymore?
Well, okay, so in my experience, I named my planet, I named all the animals I found, and then I logged in again the next day, and it was all gone except for my planet name was still there. Rediscovered them all, changed their names, logged out. When I logged back in, those were the ones that stayed.
So technically, someone could come to your planet, theoretically, and rename all your shit.
Regardless, it's whether it is server side or local side, or if it's true or false. I feel like it is true because I've experienced it. Something needs to get fixed. The bigger issue here for me is the lack of communication Hello Games has been doing. They haven't said shit about anything. A lot of people are complaining about a lot of things, and this particularly, and we're not hearing anything about it or how they plan to fix it, which I think is bad PR. Thoughts on that?
That's true. They need to get their head out of their ass and fucking get out of Cabo, wherever the fuck they are with all that money, and figure some shit out. Because, I mean, I understand they're releasing patches here and there, but, I mean, patches aren't talking to the fucking public. You can release patches all day long. You need to fucking talk to your people, your fans, your people who decided to spend their fucking money and buy your game. Have some discussion with them. Do something about it. Don't just sit there and be like, I got all this money, let's just fucking hang out. Because that's just what it seems like they're doing.
Yeah. Thoughts?
I mean, I agree with the communication aspect of it, so they should be talking more.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Do you think Hello Games is handling this well? Do you think they're not handling well? Have you experienced any problems in the game? Let us know.
So, Pokemon Go, in the last month now, has lost 15 million concurrent, I guess, app uses or logins at this point. And it doesn't mean that 15 million people have stopped playing. They're just not logging in every day anymore. I mean, how do you guys feel about this? Are you surprised it's, or is it just the new has washed off and people are just playing it on a regular basis now?
That is, as I read, 15 million daily, which means that out of like the 80 million that they're originally getting, it's like less now per day.
Per day.
Yeah, per day, logging in per day.
Just to clarify, make it simple. That's quite a bit, but I don't think that has anything to do with the game or anything negative towards it. I think that has to do with the hype being so crazy at first, and the people who weren't there necessarily as Pokemon fans, but the people there for the hype of it, I think are kind of falling off, maybe, or using it less. I mean, obviously, numbers are going to go down after a launch anyway. Sure. They always do. 15 million, though, this early is pretty substantial, but I don't think that's people bailing. I think that's, like I said, the hype was bigger than Pokemon, like Pokemon fans. Like, I knew people who don't even play video games playing this game. They're going to stop playing it. They were doing it for social reasons, that's fine. But they're the ones who are going to stop playing it first because their interest didn't lie with the property, but with the fun interaction they had with the fervor and the hype. Mm-hmm. Your thoughts?
My personal experience is it was because of the game.
Mm-hmm.
After a while, I was sick of swimming in fucking Rattatas and Pidgeys. I hated how I had to go to a Pokestop just for a different kind of fucking Pokemon. I understand that there's like certain places you have to find fucking Pokemon, but still, it was getting old. Second off, they completely fucked the radar aspect of the game.
Yeah.
They took it out for close to 2-3 weeks. The whole fun of it of playing like the fucking alien radar game pretty much. Just oh shit, it might be there or it
that
might
was
be
gone.
There. Yeah, the footprint thing.
Yeah, it was broken. So
yeah,
they took it out for a little bit,
and then they replaced it with this grass, and then they're bigger or smaller depending on how far away they are from you. But that's the reason why I stopped playing on a daily basis.
So you have stopped playing?
Yeah, I mean the only reason I do play is because if my girlfriend wants to go out and go Pokemon hunting, because she's still an avid user. So yeah, but I haven't turned around in maybe a week, and then before that it was probably another week. Before
I played for the second week, and then I stopped playing it completely.
I was there when you uninstalled the bitch.
I got rid of it. Not because it's bad, just I didn't see myself playing it. So I lost interest. So I'm probably one of those people who are not playing it now. Thoughts on any of that?
I mean, I'm not playing every day anymore either, but that is hugely due to the fact of where we live and where we work are both dead zones, so that's where I am most of the time.
Yeah.
When I do leave, I do like to turn it on, but I'm not actively going out doing that. So as far as the radar thing, I think that's funny because I never used it in the first place, so it didn't even affect me at all.
Really?
Yeah. I did because I thought it was a neat fucking. I thought it was a cool kind of concept.
Yeah,
and
I liked it.
They just raped it. In fact, one of the creators of Pokemon was like, man, you create Marco Polo, 80 million people start to play with it, and then you take the Marco out. And I was like, holy fuck, that's 100% right. Like,
yeah, that's weird. Like,
yeah, so
especially when it just launched and it was that popular, why would you take anything from it? That's really interesting.
I mean, and I understand that it was broken, but they should have fixed it a lot fucking faster than what it was doing. So
yeah. Do you think if they, I mean, obviously the game's still early on in its development, I guess, even though it's released. Do you think they kind of fix like how Pokemon spawn or kind of switch it up a little bit? You think they'll bring some people back or
Sure.
bring interest back?
I think as long as they actively keep updating it, they're just gonna essentially go like this. Then I don't think
Kind of like WoW.
kind of like WoW. I mean, in the long run, it'll dip off, but it's too easy to play. It's on your phone, so
Yeah.
Um,
And you're already out on your
for
phone
someone
anyway.
like me, like for example, if we were to go out, somewhere to go shopping or go out to eat or something like that, I can at that point I'm in a more active area and it makes sense to have it on. I can just put it in my pocket, I feel it vibrate, use it real quick, put it back. I mean, I'm not even being that attentive to it at that point. So,
Yeah.
but that's how I played it. I've always played it very passively. So except for like a couple times where I actually like made a point to go hang out with some friends and go like for a walk and play that game. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to come back to it until either they, one, add more Pokemon, or two, fix the battling. Because I think the battling's a fucking pile of shit.
well, I imagine that will go through changes because they want to have eventually be able to battle each other and stuff
Trainer
like
to
that.
trainer, yeah.
I'm really surprised they didn't do that earlier on, or at least release it with that. I think that's what it'll take for me to come back to is some kind of more social interaction, trading and battling, stuff like that. Any last thoughts on Pokemon Go and the player base going down?
Nope.
News washed off. I mean, it's understandable.
Third bit of news.
So our third bit of news today, Reggie Fils-Aimé of Nintendo North America has come out and said we need to do better with the launch of the NX. He thinks that the Wii U was a little bit botched. He thinks that people didn't understand the uniqueness of it, that it would just ride the wave that was the Wii and how it just dominated the console sales for last gen. And he thinks that Nintendo thought, the new console will sell because people love the old one. No one knew what the fuck it was. No one really knew what the Wii U was. It wasn't like the whole nunchuck motion control thing.
Yeah.
Had the dual screens, which people were kind of fuzzy with. Plus, they weren't utilized in many games at all.
Mm-hmm.
So Reggie says they need to do better. They need to get the software or the hardware into people's hands, so they want to buy the software. People need to understand why the NX is good, because it's something they didn't do with the Wii U,
Yeah.
and that's why the Wii U died. It's just it never had the oomph that the Wii had, and Reggie wants to make the NX have the same oomph.
Yeah.
It's funny that you bring up that people didn't know about it, because I remember speaking with an old coworker about it, and I was like, oh yeah, blah, blah, Wii U. He's like, the Wii? I was like, no, the Wii U. He's like, what the hell's the Wii U?
Makes sense.
And it's just funny because it's not a new console at all. So, so I get where he's coming from on that, because I do think that your average person probably doesn't know what it is at all. So,
I think this is a huge case of them having to get their shit together because they got lazy. They essentially made the Wii. It fucking got marketed to children and old people because it was gimmicky. They bought the fuck out of it. People were promised a bunch of shit like Sean Murray did and Peter Molyneux. And they were promised that they're going to play with swords and shit and lightsabers like that. Like they had a fucking Vive. It wasn't. It was shit. So that sold really well. The fucking Wii U came out, and they were just like, this will sell itself again. Blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? It fucking didn't. And you didn't tell anybody about it. And now, you see those. The thing that fucking sucks, too, is the Wii U is a better console. I actually like the fucking Wii U. And didn't get supported because you guys are fucking lazy. I don't know why I'm talking directly to them. And now, I hope the NX is awesome, but I'm glad. I'm glad that they're getting off their fucking asses and trying to support this fucking thing, because they're doing it for a financial reason, obviously. They can't let it fail. The Wii U was a fucking huge hit for them. But I'm still bitter about that, too, because they didn't support it. But yeah, I would love to go, man, it's good they're supporting their console. At the same time, like, fuck you. Fucking being lazy and then going like, oh, well, we're going to support this. Yeah, you have to. You fucked up with the last one because you're lazy. Anyway.
I think you fucking said it. And I fully agree with you. It's them trying to now, like, backpedal and fucking get their shit together.
Yeah.
Because it was fucking all over the goddamn place for the past year or so, or a couple years since the Wii U came out. So they need to get their thumbs out of their ass and get off their fucking high horse.
Yeah. Any more thoughts on that?
Not really.
No?
Like I said before, when it comes to the NX, I'm just kind of waiting.
Yeah, me too. I hope it's awesome. Still a little bitter about having to buy a new console so quickly, but at the same time, if it's awesome, I'll probably do it. Nothing else? That did it? Okay, cool. For fourth bit of news, Blizzard is now allowing people to stream their games online through the Blizzard, I believe, launcher.
Battle.net, yeah.
Through Battle.net, yeah. Any Blizzard game you can stream, but now they're integrating it with Facebook, being able to stream your games directly to Facebook. Other people are also interested about doing this as well. Overall, what do you guys think about the idea of Blizzard allowing streaming of their games through their own Battle.net, but also connecting with something as big, if not one of the biggest things on the internet, Facebook, so early on? And I believe you have some stuff to add to that as well. Didn't you say the fucking you were telling me some stuff about that.
Facebook, and I could be completely wrong on this, but I could have swore I read that Facebook is wanting to make their own Steam service, essentially.
Which makes sense with the Oculus and them trying to get into that. And then you're also saying that YouTube is trying to
Adding
get more social
features.
because everybody else is starting to do video.
Because everyone else is doing video and it's succeeding on those platforms.
So condensing all of that, what are your guys' thoughts on Blizzard streaming on Facebook?
Streaming's inevitable. Plain and simple. The platform is a little bit of a weird choice, but I'm sure we all thought it was weird when we initially heard Facebook bought Oculus Rift. So at this point, it's not that weird. They're just getting their hands in a market that makes money, which is gaming. And that's really all I have on that, to be honest. It's going to give them an easier audience because everybody has a Facebook account. Even if they're not actively using it, most people have one.
Well, that's the thing, is Facebook can kind of get attached to anything because they're the biggest social media outlet on the internet. I mean, Twitter is huge as well, but and Twitter could get into some shit too. But Facebook introduced uploading videos and stuff like that, making your own pages. I mean, that alone is trying to take some market from YouTube. So allowing streaming, which they already have started doing, just like Periscope.
Which is on
but
Twitter.
With games, like you said, it's already an established social network. It's the established social network. So it makes sense for them to just slightly change what their website does to also streaming games, because why not? It's a whole social network completely. Like it makes sense to me. And I think it's kind of cool. I'm curious to see where it goes. Josh,
A Facebook Steam app is fucking ew to me. Honestly, just because the whole it's a stigma versus against Facebook.
It's definitely a stigma because they definitely have the resources to do it.
Yeah, and then a lot of I know people are probably just against it because it's like, I'm not going to cheat on Steam. I don't know, Facebook would really have to revolutionize fucking something for me to change.
Sure.
I mean, I literally only use Facebook to I scroll through.
Change in what way? Are we still talking about streaming or still talking about the Steam thing?
I'm talking about the Steam thing now.
Okay. Well, what do you think about the streaming?
I think it's dope. I think it was definitely a good move for Blizzard.
Okay.
And to get their game streaming on a platform that's fucking caters to millions of people is
because they need the help.
Well, I mean, yeah, but any more help, fucking. At least it's not fucking Activision. I mean, Blizzard's a good fucking company, so I mean,
it is Activision.
Yeah.
It is, yeah, I know. But still, Blizzard's fucking a quality company.
Sure.
And if it's anybody to get their shit out there, I'm glad it's them. So, It's obviously a good fucking move. So awesome. I might even use it to be honest.
Let's say no one here really streams all too much. I mean, I probably have a bigger history in streaming, and I don't stream as much as I did. Would either of you be interested in actually streaming or watching streams on Facebook?
Not watching, but I would probably.
Well, you don't watch streams anyway. Try to get you to watch mine, and you're fucking. Oh, I'm busy.
I watch yours every once in a while, and then I watch another guy from like Scotland.
I don't even watch videos on Facebook, so
I don't like spending time on Facebook. I mean, I think
Yeah.
it's a great idea, but fucking now I'm thinking about it, there's no fucking way I'm watching anybody play video games on Facebook.
yeah, and that's kind of it. I already don't like spending a lot of time on there, anyways.
So you can watch SoFlo. Fucking, this is totally me when I stream games on Facebook. Fucking.
You know who could do it, and I'd probably take advantage of it though, would be Netflix, because I use Netflix all the time.
So if they streamed gaming, Jesus Christ, that's smart.
That is
You're already
smart.
there to
Streaming
watch anyway.
games
You're
to
in the mood to-
Netflix. Yeah, like if you're in the mood to
Damn.
veg out, you can just fucking watch
You're already
games.
there to watch something. That's the mood.
Don't need product placement. You don't need advertising. You
Netflix hire this fucking guy because he's making you guys money.
Fucking A. But yeah, overall, I think it's a really good idea. It makes complete sense. I don't see myself using it. I might stream on it, but I won't watch anything on it. Lasting thoughts? Yeah, same.
interesting business venture. We'll see how it goes.
I'm not into fucking Facebook Steam.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Tasty Tuesday. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to check out other episodes. Check us out on Tumblr and Twitter, Tasty Loot Gaming. Check us out on Twitch, Sleep Division. And again, thank you. My name's Seth.
I'm Josh.
I'm Chevy.
Until whatever gameplay show we're doing this week or Friday. Have a good week, guys. Take it easy.